I said Whoopi Goldberg was the help, let me tell you what I meant by that. When I have a woman that says to me on national TV,
Monique has shed light on a hidden side of Whoopi Goldberg, who is known for being outspoken. I said that Whoopi Goldberg was the help, and let me explain what I meant when I said that I have a woman who says to me on national TV, I could have school you well, you wanted to school me on how I was supposed to work for free. I simply don't want that type of education. That's the education you're fine with. That's not the education I want. And that's not the education I want to pass down to my little sisters. Saying you just got to do it, let me school you, if they not paying you, baby, that's called slavery. Whoopi is currently dealing with accusations that put her in the same company with Diddy, a person who is at the center of a significant scandal. Monique's revelations go beyond mere coincidences. She also makes some alarming suggestions that might damage the reputation of the renowned actress and comedian. After I came clean, I was urged to get rid of my manager and husband by the very man Whoopi Goldberg, who said, "Mama," since in today's society, the truth is considered insulting. You have to stop being the help because in 100 years, when your image appears on screen, it will benefit someone else's family, not mine. For this reason, I wasn't standing to make fun of myself or spill any tea. At 51, I'm too damn old to be making fun of or shading people. I'm just speaking the truth. Monique, who has been outspoken about her conflicts with influential people in the industry like Oprah Winfrey. In an open interview, Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels are now criticizing Whoopi Goldberg. The drama doesn't stop there. Monique described a backstage conversation she had with Whoopi that left her feeling disheartened. Whoopi gave her advice to ignore the struggles of those who came after her and concentrate on herself. This advice struck Monique as especially harmful, considering the responsibilities and expectations placed on trailblazers in the entertainment industry. The consequences are serious, implying that Whoopi may be involved in a web of illegal activities. Monique has alluded to Whoopi's recent interactions with, who has been under intense scrutiny for various allegations, including attending notorious parties frequently attended by other high-profile figures. Stay tuned as we investigate these startling revelations. Identifying the connections between Diddy and Whoopi Goldberg. What you were saying to me was that I could have corrected you, told you to go ahead and let them have your way with you, and promised to be here when you returned. Although Monique's career in Hollywood has been far from smooth, she has frequently found herself at odds with some of the most powerful figures in the business. Her conflict with Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels is well documented. These disputes began when Monique accused them of blackballing her after she refused to promote Precious without additional compensation. Monique first gained recognition for her roles in films like Precious, where her powerful performance earned her critical acclaim and an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. Monique's outspoken nature continued when she took on Netflix, accusing the streaming behemoth of discrimination and paying her less than it did other comedians like Amy Schumer. She claimed that this request was exploitative, particularly in light of the demanding work that she had already put into the role. Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. In the meantime, Monique's appearance on The View was a turning point in her ongoing battle, as she discussed her issues with Hollywood's power dynamics and the specific injustices she faced. She even detailed her experiences, recounting how she felt marginalized and disrespected by the industry. Monique sued Netflix, alleging racial and gender discrimination. This bold move also cemented her reputation as a fighter willing to challenge the powerful forces of Hollywood. Monique didn't hold back when she acknowledged Lee Daniels and Oprah Tyler Perry as important figures in her life. When one of the hosts, Whoopi Goldberg, questioned Monique's strategy during the interview, things got rather heated. Whoopi told Monique to play the game and concentrate on getting future opportunities rather than focusing on her past grievances. Monique took issue with this advice because she believed it ignored the more significant equality concerns she was fighting for. Monique and Whoopi's conversation revealed the ideological and generational gaps in their approaches to structural challenges in Hollywood. Monique remained true to her convictions and refused to back down in her pursuit of justice, while Whoopi, an established member of the industry, appeared to support a more practical approach. Many people connected with Monique's impassioned speech on The View because they perceived her as a champion for the disadvantaged, and it also helped to set the stage for the dramatic revelations she would subsequently make regarding Whoopi Goldberg and her connections to Diddy. In my humble opinion, this is what happens when you don't go up to the hotel room. Because legally, yes, when you make a movie, regardless of who you sign the deal with, yes, your job is to go and promote said movie. Yes, that's no, don't applaud. We had this conversation when they wanted you to come. And I told them that if you had phoned me, I could have explained what was expected of you. The animosity between Whoopi Goldberg and Monique didn't stop on the View set. In fact, some of the most candid exchanges happened backstage, out of sight of the cameras. Following their contentious altercation on stage, Monique revealed details of a private talk she had with Whoopi in the dressing room. The conversation had a negative effect on her and caused further controversy. According to Monique, Whoopi pulled her away so they could continue the conversation in private and gave her some advice. Whoopi advised Monique to concentrate on herself and not worry about the kids who are trailing behind. Monique, who has always been outspoken in her advocacy for equality and justice for all disenfranchised artists in the industry, found this suggestion to be particularly poignant. For Monique, who has made it her mission to fight systemic discrimination and speak up for future generations, Whoopi's advice to many appeared to reflect a survivalist mentality that put his personal success ahead of collective progress. This viewpoint was heartbreaking because it suggested an acceptance of the status quo and a willingness to conform to a system rather than challenging it. Monique's reaction to Whoopi's remarks was one of disappointment and annoyance. She perceived Whoopi's position as a bigger issue in the industry, one where veteran artists who have attained a certain level of success may feel cut off from the hardships of those who are still trying to make a name for themselves. Monique's advocacy has always been about more than just her professional life. It's about opening doors for others and making sure that generations to come won't encounter the same obstacles. She did this altercation also addressed another delicate subject. Opulent Pay on The View. Monique voiced her shock that someone of Whoopi's caliber would take what she saw as an inadequate compensation